They think I'm so late to the party that they don't realize ain't no party just yet. Y'all was focused on this right here, right?
News exclusive. A former Fulton County detention officer is now in jail. She's accused of taking $17,000 in bribes to smuggle in contraband. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live at the jail where he learned one of the inmates involved is a defendant in the YSL trial. Michael.
Linda, we've learned that when investigators searched this former detention officer's iPhone, they found financial transactions, some of which were between that defendant, Marquavius Huey's family, and this former jailer. Tonight, though, we have learned through this investigation that they believe 4 other inmates were also accused in this criminal scream.
I was like, wow, I was shocked.
That's the reaction that Fulton County Deputy Tessa Cole says she had as she watched this jail security video in July during a criminal investigation into a former detention officer accused of taking $17,000 in bribes in exchange for helping inmates smuggle in drugs and cell phones sold inside this jail.
There were specific transactions on certain days that aligned with nefarious and criminal activity going on her floor by her.
Cole was talking about her now former colleague, Carmen Bailey, who had been under investigation since 2 inmates came forward and reported her alleged criminal behavior back in May. In the surveillance video recorded back in July, investigators say Bailey is seen escorting 2 inmates into a restricted area of the jail, one of whom has been blurred because of his cooperation. The other inmate has been identified as Marquavius Huey, who's one of the 6 defendants currently standing trial in the YSL RICO gang case. Court records accused Huey's mother and brother of paying Bailey a combined $1,500 to help him sell contraband to other inmates. Bailey's also accused of doing business with at least 4 other inmates, including Osama Manuel and Marcus Foley. Both men are awaiting to stand trial on gang and murder charges.
We've started to really implement a lot of data to track, obviously patterns. And in this tracking, the amount of contraband found on the floor that she was operating and, had a duty post orders, it was an uptick.
Yeah, in the last hour, attorneys for Mr. Huey sent me this statement regarding the allegations. It reads, unfortunately, it has all become too common that we hear about allegations of corruption, bribery, and violations of oath of office by the men and women responsible for housing and securing those individuals who are in custody within the Fulton County Jail. Our client, who has been in continuous custody since December 2021, is cloaked with a presumption of innocence as to all these recent allegations, and we will litigate this case in the courtroom. The statement ends in where all issues or proof will be zealously tested. Again, we are going to continue to follow this developing story. For now, we are live outside the Fulton County Jail. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, my thinking personally is, well, who gave you the money? Where'd you get the money from? Because I'd have been in jail. Them cats ain't getting money in jail. You get money from your people outside of jail. Well, done. All right. Everybody have a seat. Welcome to the class with Seti Nash. So whoever T. Cole is the person who gave her up. And we're just going to basically go through the dates and go through exactly what happened. So we've been paraphrasing a bunch, and y'all know how we do it over here. So May 6th, basically 2024, she received money from Marquavius Huey by accepting $500 from Melissa Huey, which influenced her job performance. Namely, Bailey failed to perform an official. So basically, they're saying, all right, bruh, she didn't do her job, and she gave Buddy basically some white pills. And then in May 2024, jail investigators received information from jail administration regarding an alleged misconduct incident involving a Fulton County employee, specifically Carmen Bailey. In July 2024, the jail investigations unit received information regarding an alleged complaint of contraband being moved from an inmate with the assistance of a Fulton County employee, Carmen Bailey. And then on August 2021, Lieutenant Battle and I interviewed Carmen Bailey. During the interview, Bailey waived her rights and basically said, go ahead and search everything. Here's my phone. They searched their phone, and basically they found over 20 transactions from May 1st, 2024 to August 8th, 2024 were identified in which Ms. Bailey received money from inmates in Fulton County, family members, and associates. As a review of the evidence, Bailey's cellular device, jail security footage identified the following dates and times when Bailey committed the following acts. Ms. Bailey indirectly received money from inmate Marquavius Huey by accepting $500 from Miss Melissa Huey via Apple Pay. Y'all tripping. On May 6th, that happened. Ms. Huey is listed as inmate Huey's emergency contact in Odyssey. So basically, she's on there. You put your mama on there, and they already got her information and all that crap. This would cause a reasonable person to believe it influenced her job performance because Miss Bailey failed to perform the official action of seizing contraband, meaning that she see it, she was supposed to take it, and she didn't take it from inmate Huey. And basically, they was posted at 6 North Zone 400, where she assisted other inmates in the procurement of contraband, meaning she was acting like she was the pusher man in jail. Inmate Huey, at the time, was assigned to the cell 6 North Zone 600 court, ordered to be in protective custody by a trial judge due to a high-profile court case he is currently going through. So he on PC, and she dragged him up out of there. Specifically, inmate Huey has been assigned to 6, we already said all that, from December 11, 2023, During said time, inmate Huey can be observed entering in the zone 400 at approximately 2051, distributing what appears to be white pills at approximately 2105 via the jail. Recorded security system while Miss Bailey attends on guard. She was being a muscle while he was out here distributing these pills. You gotta be kidding me. All right, man, let's go down to the next thing that happened. So here we go right here. T. Cole over here saying to the best of his knowledge and belief, Carmen Bailey did whatever on May 6th, and we're going to go through whatever she did. So, and that said, accused indirectly received money from inmate Marquavius Huey, booking number 2116482, by accepting $500 from Melissa Huey, which influenced her job, of course. So this basically is the same thing. It's just basically saying that they're, I don't know, it's just basically repeating the same exact thing. But it's going to get interesting because we're going to get different dates and different things. So here we go. T. Cole, who under oath says, to the best of his knowledge, that July 13th, Miss Carmen Bailey, here we go, did violate the terms of oath as a detention officer in Fulton County, basically committing unlawful offense of bribery. And that said, accused indirectly received money from inmate Marquavius Huey by accepting $1,000 this time from Jeremiah Huey on July 7, 2024, which influenced her job, yeah. On July 13th, Ms. Bailey did not work from July 6th to July 12th, 2024. According to jail post orders obtained from the watch commander's office, Mr. J. Huey is identified as the sibling of Marquavius Huey, and namely Ms. Bailey afforded and escorted inmate Huey to an unidentified inmate, the ability to temporarily exit the inmates assigned area 6 North, and access a restricted area to those inmates. I gotta kind of blow this up, bro. This is kind of hard to read. Oh man, I'm gonna need some Visine after this one. Basically, got $1,000, and one of the packages was received by inmate Foley. Neither the sheriff nor his designee authorized these inmates to obtain, give, nor did Miss Bailey have the authorization to help inmates located in there, basically. So this is, I'm assuming, the phone, because $1,000, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's not enough. I'll give more context to what the hell I'm talking about. So basically, they just keep going back and saying, yeah, we sat up there, we interviewed her, she gave us our phone and stuff like that. Let's go to the next one. August 11, 2024. And what happened? She provided contraband, food to Osama Manuel, booking number 200-9603 on August 11, 2024. This deponent makes the affidavit that a warrant may issue for his or her arrest, probable cause. So they're just going through May 24th, August 21st, July 2024, and so on and so forth. So let's go on again. July 13th. So she get another $1,000. Indirectly received money from inmate Marquavius Huey by accepting $1,000 from Jeremiah on July 7, 2024. Influenced her job as a sibling identified. So basically, identified by, yeah. So they're just going through and letting it be known again. And here we go right here, talking about the, I don't know, I think they basically doubled up on this. So to date the investigation, Bailey has received over 20 transactions worth $17,000, and she received them from inmates under the direct supervision and care on 6 North via inmates, family members, and associates. A review of the evidence, ergo Bailey's cellular device, jail security footage, identified the following dates and times when Bailey committed the following acts. Crazy, right? Let's get into it.
Well, you got snitched on by inmates, and I think them inmates one of them. If you don't know what that means, you just don't know what that means. And let me say something to y'all yesterday. I said $1,000, and I was supposed to say like 100 and something, whatever. Players mess up. I mean, damn. Players mess up all the time. So, yeah, I messed up. My fault, bro. My fault. Y'all know I be reading too fast. I be saying the wrong person name and all that, so y'all new here. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna mess up again, and y'all gonna point it out and y'all gonna laugh. Hey, I don't take it personal. Just know I'm flawed. Let's get into it. Yeah. So, are we gonna get mad at the inmates exactly? You could say that, but would I get mad at an officer for doing the same thing if the person was a drug addict? Will we get mad at that person for all of that stuff? A mama is a mama and a mama is a mama. She gonna love her damn family members and all of this stuff and everything like that. So I can't really fault the mom. Granted, yeah, I know it's all wrong and stuff like that. And Teddy Nash is being a YSL sympathizer. Not necessarily. Shit, you did wrong, you got caught. You're gonna have to face your charges like a man. All I'm saying is, I understand. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm saying, I get it. I understand. You know, Buddy is a family man. I guess we're going to have to give him his deep dive. I held off on it as long as I could. So Saturday, expect the deep dive of Marquavius Huey to drop. I was going to do the freaking cell phone video, but goddamn, I can't even do that. Because not only did that happen, Miss Love had to fire all shots too. And I knew this was going to come. I freaking knew it. I should have called it out way sooner. So Miss Love had to file a motion in limine to allow the state to present all relevant evidence to the jury and to deny defendant objections to the presentation of relevant evidence on the basis that said evidence is a quote-unquote waste of time. The state of Georgia, by and through FANI Willis, District Attorney for the Atlanta Judicial Circuit, and the undersigned Chief Deputy District Attorney Adrian L. Love, hereby moves this honorable court to allow the state to present all relevant evidence to the jury and to deny objections to the presentation of relevant evidence on the basis that said evidence is a waste of time. Respectfully submitted this 8th day of October 2024. Adrian L. Love, Chief Deputy District Attorney, Fulton County District Attorney's Office, bar number 458998. And if you think it stopped right now, no it didn't. Motion in limine to revisit evidentiary ruling. The state of Georgia, by and through FANI Willis, District Attorney for the Atlanta Judicial Circuit, and the undersigned Chief Deputy District Attorney Adrian L. Love, hereby moves this honorable court to revisit the court's ruling excluding State's Exhibit 528Y, attached hereto as Exhibit A, on the basis that the exhibit contained inadmissible hearsay. Respectfully submitted this 8th day of October 2024. Check this out. This is what she wanted. Got free __ doo-wop, 14 likes, saying, hood, man, you some shit. Free doo-wop. Stunner Bumpkin, where you at? Stunner Bumpkin, Atlanta. Free doo-wop, Stunner Bumpkin, dropped his number. Stunner Bumpkin, K. Pretty girl Shay, this cute. This what she wanted. Now, some of y'all are new to the hood lawyer in my big ass head, so I got some dope ass total recall memory. You know, remember Uncle Euro? Y'all know Judge Glanville, man, my big homie, my OG. This exactly reminds me of this shit right here, because it's just on paper and nothing is being said. Who I can't wait for court tomorrow. But let's do a replay real quick.
Did you have discussions with Mr. Sharp, madam?
We did have discussions.
When?
Well, this morning.
That's too late. The evidence is excluded. The evidence is excluded. I'm going to exclude because I told you that this was going to happen.
We reached out to them.
No. We're excluding that,
Your Honor.
and I'm going to exclude the PowerPoint that you all submitted. Well, you're not going to wholesale introduce it.
We had no intention. Your Honor,
All right.
let me just be real clear. We did not intend to introduce this PowerPoint today. I personally reached out via telephone and called at least 2 members of the defense team and asked them to call me back, and I would like
But you all should not be identifying this stuff the moment of trial while the jury's sitting in a box. This is the last. I'm not gonna. I am not going to tolerate this any further. If you don't get together with your colleagues and flag issues and resolve them promptly, and if I have to take them up, remember, I can exclude them, we'll work the weekends, or we'll do a combination of both. So this time, I'm going to exclude those two sections.
Your Honor, Mr. Atkins, he confronted this witness with those sections. I last week let them know that we were introducing that.
If the exhibit's not ready and you haven't made, and you, no, well, Mr. Shart's got objections to it.
But Judge, Mr. Sharp can get in and have our evidence excluded every day that he makes an objection
No.
at midnight, and then comes in and says.
Well, then you all should have gotten your stuff together before then. Some of our juries, please. Some of our juries. Have a seat, madam. Have a seat. You better exclude that, and next time, make sure you're prepared.
Judge,
Make sure you're prepared next time. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just not. We are starting right now. It's 1:20. So
we have talked to them. We have said we don't agree.
then file a motion and get it before me, and we'll take it up. Both of you all have equally responsibility to do that.
The information they are seeking.
Oh, it's going to be inadmissible right now.
I'm saying, Judge, that you said to file a motion. There's nothing.
I'm not going to have any more discussion about this, madam. I'm not.
We talked to them this morning
I don't.
about that.
Well, you know what?
And I attempted to try to talk to them earlier this week.
Well, then that's why we have to.
Your Honor, so the court punishes the state because the defense.
I'm not punishing anybody, but but prior preparation prevents poor performance.
Be prepared, Judge. That's why I sent them what I sent them last week, a whole week and a half ago, 2 weeks, Your
I'm
Honor.
not- well-
And I have asked, I have said I would like to discuss.
Our jury's coming in, madam. Our jury's coming in. Have a seat.
Quiet, Elaine. We don't care.
Don, please.
Get back in the kitchen.
I am just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah, Miss Love was gonna do that. You gotta remember, she used to be a judge herself of kids, but still a judge nonetheless. So you have that, and it is what it is. Some people are gonna say, dog and pony show. This is so that they can get on track. Some people will say that. I'm not saying that. I'm going to be fair to y'all. I do think that the judge has a bit of a bias. I don't think it's as bad as everybody else is saying because it is what it is. Do I think she's going to revisit it and keep it? Hell no. I think that Paige Whitaker is going to say, no, I'm not seeing it. You're just asking me to revisit it. You're not citing any case law or anything like that. So, no. But let's get back to the originality of this damn case and the video and why we're here. A bunch of assumptions and all of that shit. And sometimes through the bad stuff, we're going to find out there's some good stuff. I want y'all to pay attention to this thing right here because it might be a blessing that that phone was taken because honestly, it could have fucked up the case.
If you're new to the channel, you've never seen this. If you're old to the channel, forgive me for being redundant. But here you go. This is from The Intercept, and I want to read this for y'all because this is important. Since May, as protesters around the country have marched against police brutality in support of BLM, activists have spotted a recurring presence in the skies, mysterious planes and helicopters hovering overhead, apparently conducting surveillance on protesters. A press release from the Justice Department at the end of May revealed that the DEA agency and U.S. Marshals Service were asked by the Justice Department to provide unspecified support to law enforcement during protests. A few days later, a memo obtained by BuzzFeed News offered a little more insight on the matter. It revealed that shortly after protests began in various cities, DEA had sought special authority from the Justice Department below. I know Seti Nash get accused of being the police, the feds, and all that, and everything like that. So let me tell all my big homies. We got the Stingray. That's tracking. Device who got them? The map below tracks what we know based on press reports and publicly available documents about the use of Stingray tracking devices by state and local police departments. Following the map is a list of the federal agencies known to have the technology. The ACLU has identified 75 agencies in 27 states and the District of Columbia that own Stingrays, but because many agencies continue to shroud their purchase and use of Stingrays in secrecy, this map dramatically underrepresents the actual use of Stingrays by law enforcement agencies nationwide. Stingrays, also known as cell site stimulators or IMSI catchers, are invasive cell phone surveillance devices that mimic cell phone towers and send out signals to trick cell phones in the area into transmitting their locations and identifying information. When used to track a suspect's cell phone, they also gather information about the phones of countless bystanders who happen to be nearby. Y'all see this nice little state right here, right by Florida? Local police have cell site stimulators. Now, we just gonna go down to our favorite state, and while we're here, God dog, Georgia, right here. Gwinnett County Police seems to have it. So with that Stingray that you have, what Marquavius Huey and others don't understand is that, agencies, they borrow them. You don't think Gwinnett County done passed something to Fulton County and all that? They're all trying to mask it. So what I want others to understand is sometimes in the BS comes a blessing. And these assholes better be glad that they got caught now, opposed to down the line that they said some stupid shit, because already Marquavius Huey, you're partially the reason that gun ass got locked up. Now, granted, I don't think that what you said was crazy, but basically, if y'all don't know, I'm going to preview the story a little bit because we definitely going to drop that Marquavius Huey video on Saturday. He literally was a part of some shit that he wasn't really a part of. Some people in his crew allegedly robbed a car that Gunner was in or something like that, or robbed his homie and stuff like that, and Huey was like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. You know, nigga, I'll rock with you, bro. I'll die for you, homie. I'll kill for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just quote-unquote pledging his loyalty, but niggas will say anything trying to get you to convince anything. Just gonna be honest with you. So, it is what it is on that part, but should keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified. We are 5K away from that $1,000 giveaway. And I'm gonna be fair, square, obvious, and honest. We got about a strong 20 people. So that live stream we gonna do, it's gonna go up, man. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. Court tomorrow.